Our work at the bank doesn't stop with the big banks. If history has taught us anything, is that risks can come from unexpected parts of the financial system. One of them, for example, would be investment funds that are used to channel money from investors to corporations. Investment funds attract our attention in particular because they have grown quite rapidly over the last decade. Bond funds, for example, stood at about 110 billion in 2007, and in 2018, they stand at about 354 billion. Given this rapid growth, we wanted to see if there were any potential risks in this financial sector. One of the ways that we looked at them in greater depth was by developing a model to see how investor redemptions would affect the broader financial system. The first aspect of the model looks at, in the face of an interest rate shock, how investors would react to that shock and redeem from these funds. At the same time, in that aspect of the model, we also look at how fund managers would respond to that shock by managing liquidity. That is, would they sell corporate bonds, or would they be using all of their cash reserves to meet those redemptions? Or perhaps use a blend of the two strategies. As a function of what strategy they use, this generates a demand for corporate bond liquidity in the corporate bond market. The second aspect of the model then looks at the supply side of the liquidity, where we look at long-term investors and potential broker-dealers who could supply this sort of liquidity when requested for by investment funds. The model then looks at a confluence of this demand and supply to determine impact on corporate bond market liquidity. One takeaway from our results is that corporate bond market liquidity might be tested by investment fund sales. This is something we at the bank look at while considering financial market stability.